Hey everyone, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. So today is going to be all about the Samsung Fold 5 one weekend, and I've got some thoughts to share. But real quick, before we unfold all the details, hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel really goes a long way, and it helps me keep creating content like this, and of course, I appreciate every bit of support. So now, on to the Fold 5. So Samsung's clearly upped their game, making the tech slicker and more refined. But if your Fold 4 is still going strong, you might be left wondering whether to shell out for the new one. With so many similar devices popping up, the Fold 5 is definitely a step up, but it might not be the game changer that gets everyone to upgrade immediately. So what exactly sets the Fold 5 apart? Well, the Samsung Fold 5 is clearly a product of thoughtful engineering, and as soon as I unfolded it, I could see the real difference from the previous Fold 4. It opens up much more smoothly, but without sacrificing any of the sturdiness you'd want in a phone. The refinement here is noticeable, and what strikes me is how Samsung has managed to find this balance between a more fluid unfolding experience and maintaining robustness. The phone doesn't feel all delicate, suggesting that the durability hasn't been compromised. I think this shows the level of attention Samsung has put in their latest foldable model. And these improvements aren't just about the novelty of the folding phone, but signal the company's commitment to perfecting the user experience. Samsung seems keen to refine the balance between innovation and reliability, ensuring that customers are getting both the uniqueness of a foldable design and the quality we all expect from the device at this price point. Yet, it is worth acknowledging that not everything about the Fold 5 represents a leap forward from its predecessor, the Fold 4. The Samsung Fold 5 outer display has been a subject of mixed feelings and expectations among users, especially those who have anticipated a wider front display. While the phone's front display does not meet the hopes of a larger screen that many had desired, the design's practicality comes into play in daily use. Based on my personal experience with the outer display, it is more than sufficient for daily activities such as checking emails, browsing social media, or quick calls. While its size and layout might not be expansive as some would prefer, they seem to serve a purpose beyond mere aesthetics. Interestingly, the design choice might even seem as a strategic one. The smaller outer screen kind of nudges you to open up the inner screen when you want to do more, whether it's watching videos, playing games, or even multitasking. It keeps you using that cool folding feature, which is what makes this phone so special in the first place, right? However, one noticeable aspect that cannot be ignored is the outer screen's somewhat unusual aspect ratio. The longer and narrow display can initially seem strange, particularly if you are accustomed to the more standard aspect ratio found in the non-folding smartphones. It's a feature that I neither hate nor particularly love, but it is something that demands an adjustment period. And I think once acclimated, the aspect ratio becomes less of an issue and more of a characteristic part of the phone's identity. And if you're coming from a previous Fold device, this aspect ratio is not new to you anyway. And overall, the Fold 5's outer display might not meet everyone's expectations, but it has its own unique charm. It encourages us to try something new and different, and it's usable once you actually get used to it. And of course, one of the standout features of the Samsung Z Fold 5 has to be its inner display, which has me absolutely hooked. And at first glance, it's essentially the same as the Fold 4, but there is a noticeable difference if you take it outside. With a peak brightness of 1750 nits, and when you have auto brightness turned on, it is going to shine that much brighter. This tweak is a welcome addition that truly enhances the outdoor viewing experience. And Samsung's implementation of the inner display is what makes it truly enjoyable. They give users the freedom to adjust the app aspect ratio, allowing you to decide how you experience the screen, whether you prefer a full panorama or a classic 16:9. There's options available for you. Take an app like Instagram. You can have it fill the entire inner display or go with the standard 16:9. Plus, the Fold 5 cleverly avoids those dreaded black bars, creating a clean and visually appealing look, unlike what you would find on a Pixel Fold. And let's not forget about the stylus support. It adds a level of control for things like photo editing, and that's just hard to find elsewhere when it comes to foldables. Jotting down notes or sketching ideas feels spacious and natural. And in a world of screens, the Z Fold 5's inner display feels special and engaging. It elevates the entire user experience by offering personalization and creativity. I personally enjoy the aspect ratio of the inner display of the Fold 5, a factor that also shapes the outer screen. So it's a thoughtful trade-off in my view, which enhances the device's overall usability and appeal. So now let's discuss the cameras on the Fold 5. Samsung has remained consistent with the previous model, with a few upgrades in post-processing. However, it's more of a slight improvement rather than a significant leap forward. If you're not well versed in camera technology, you might not even notice the slight enhancement, but if you're someone who just wants to snap pics and share a laugh with friends and grab those spontaneous moments, then the Fold 5's camera has got you covered. You'll find that the pictures come out sharp and the colors are what you would expect from a Samsung device. However, if you're a bit of a camera enthusiast and prioritize professional level features, the Fold 5 just might not be your ideal device. Instead, you might want to take a look at Samsung's S23 series, which boasts bells and whistles when it comes to photography. Think fancy sensors and solid performance even in dim lighting. This series is designed for individuals serious about the photography game. So why did Samsung decide to keep the camera technology relatively unchanged in the Fold 5? Well, my guess is that they wanted to refine the overall folding phone experience instead of a complete overhaul. And it appears that they are emphasizing the foldable charm of the device rather than making it a do-it-all gadget. And if photography is your main concern, Samsung offers other options that will better suit your needs. So ultimately, it's about finding the right tool for the job. However, I do hope to see some improved cameras in the Samsung's Fold series in the future. And speaking of tools for the job, let's shift to something just as essential for daily use, which is the battery. The Fold 5 features a 4400 milliamp hour battery, which is essentially the same as the one you'd find on the Fold 4. However, numbers can be deceiving, so let's break it down in real-world terms. In my experience, the battery life on the Fold 5 has been nothing short of impressive. From the moment I unplug it in the morning until I wind down at night, this device consistently lasts me through a full day with ease. This includes scrolling through emails, catching up on social media, occasionally playing games, and even just participating in endless group chats at times. And when it's time for bed, I simply charge it up and it's ready for the next day's adventures. But let's say you're having one of those marathon days, or maybe you're traveling and are taking a lot of video calls. If you're finding yourself needing a top-up, the Fold 5 won't keep you waiting for long. Supporting a 25 watt fast charging, you can go from 0 to full charge in roughly 80 minutes. So imagine taking a short coffee break and by the time you're done, your phone has gotten a significant boost. And energy efficiency is not only about the battery, but about its core performance for the device as well. And the performance of the Samsung Fold 5, facilitated by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, has proven to be remarkable, particularly in terms of power and efficiency. This is most evident in areas like mobile gaming, where the device can render graphic-intensive games smoothly and noticeably without lag for, I would say, an extended period of time. And the ability to handle such demanding tasks indicates a well-engineered device that has been optimized for high performance. And not only does the Fold 5 excel in gaming and multitasking, but its overall responsiveness is also commendable. Apps open swiftly, and navigation throughout the user interface feels fluid and quick. This kind of smooth operation contributes to a satisfying user experience, making daily interactions with the device a pleasure rather than a chore. It also suggests a well-balanced system where both hardware and software are tuned to work well together. And perhaps one of the noteworthy aspects of the Fold 5's performance is its ability to maintain a cool temperature even during intense usage. Devices that pack such a powerful processor often run the risk of overheating, especially when tasked with demanding tasks like gaming or multitasking with heavy applications. And this is more than just a comfort thing. Overheating can be a slow killer for device, causing wear and tear that might not show up until down the line. So the Fold 5's ability to keep its cool could mean a longer, happier life for your device. And overall, the Fold 5 appears to be a winner in terms of performance. However, with any new gadget, the true test will be how well it performs over time. If it can maintain its speed, efficiency, and durability without slowing down or showing signs of wear and tear, then I think Samsung has truly done something special here. But for now, if you're looking for a device that excels in speed, efficiency, and maintaining cool under pressure, the Fold 5 seems to check all the right boxes. Although the specifications and features provide some insight, it is important to take a step back and consider the Fold 5's place in a wider smartphone market. And after spending a week with the Fold 5, I think it's pretty clear that it's embracing exactly where we are with smartphones today. We're at a point where smartphones are pretty darn good. I mean, how much better can we really get? The days of huge game-changing upgrades every year are kind of behind us. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. Think about it. Unless you're a tech enthusiast, most people aren't running out to snag the latest model every single year. Our phones are essentially doing what we need them to do, and they're doing it pretty well. And the Fold 5, it's like a shining example of that philosophy. Now, of course, that doesn't mean we don't want to see some improvements. We do. But we're talking about the little things, the fine-tuning that makes a good thing even better. Maybe it's a bit better battery life, a slightly sharper camera, or just smoother feel when we're swiping through apps. It's the small stuff that counts, and it's what we're starting to expect from new releases. The Fold 5 hits those marks, showing that innovation can still happen even when the leaps aren't as giant as they once were. So, is the Fold 5 for you? Well, if you're looking for something that captures the essence of where we are in mobile technology, it might be the perfect fit. It's been a thrilling week exploring the device, and I can't wait to see what comes next and how well it holds up. Until then, keep enjoying the tech that works for you and never underestimate the power of those little tweaks and upgrades. They might not be groundbreaking, but they sure make a difference in our everyday digital lives. And if you found value in this video, hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay tech savvy, my friends. Bye.